What's good, you guys? It's your boy Bill Mahari here, representing Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. I want to give my reaction to the fight I just watched between Tony Harrison versus Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu got his highlight victory this evening in his home native country of Australia, knocking out Tony Harrison in the ninth round. Um, this was a really, really interesting fight to say the least. And pretty much what I said, pretty much in the leading up to the fight on Smoke City, and especially with you know, uh, the usual suspect crew there as well. I said that Tim Tszyu would win this fight. He would win this fight. I didn't expect him to knock out Tony Harrison, but in watching the fight, it wasn't too surprising because the way I was watching the fight, Tony Harrison, to me, he wasn't using any lateral movement at all. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that will say that the ring looks small, but the bottom line is that anytime that he tried to step to the right, to get away from that right hand of Zoo, his back was always facing to the ropes, and Harrison, for the most part, was only popping a few jabs. He wasn't using no lateral movement. He wasn't willing to commit to the right hand. It just felt like he was just ill prepared to fight against Zoo. Now, when I was scoring the fight, and I was actually legitimately scoring it, I had Harrison winning the first round, and then I had the Zoo winning rounds 2, 3, uh, 6, 7, and 8, while Harrison won rounds 4 and 5 of my card. And the reason why I said that in that context was because I felt that Tony Harrison had some good moments where he would pop that jab, and then you would use some good lateral movement to try to get Zoo off balance a little bit. But anytime that Harrison threw that right hand, would try to roll the right hand with some conviction, it just did not phase Zoo. Tony Harrison was literally not throwing any power punches at all. While Zoo kept putting pressure on him, he kept cornering him, and literally, I saw this knockout coming because eventually, as Zoo was wearing him down with them right hands, he was literally scoring up on Tony Harrison and slowly wearing him down. And here's one of the big reasons why I've always been critical of Tony Harrison. It's because of his stamina. After at least between the rounds 5 and 6, in any of his losses, his stamina runs out. His legs get rubbery, and more importantly, his power is non-existent. And after round 5, I said to myself that, oh yeah, Tony Harrison's gas tank is running out because his power, his snap to his jab was non-existent. Anytime he would throw the jab, it was just to touch up Zoo's face, but it was not meant to hurt the dude. And literally, as I was watching the fight, he did Tim Tszyu, all he had to do was keep pressuring him. I saw Tony Harrison not providing any angles to try to frustrate the young kid, and Tszyu did exactly what he was supposed to do. Kept pressuring him, corner him to the ropes, and unleash right hands and left hooks to the body like hell. And heading into that ninth round, um, Harrison was slowly getting tired. And as soon as the ninth round happened, Zoo went to work. As soon as he landed the right hands, he started unleashing 4 consecutive uppercuts to the chin and literally was getting Harrison cornered to the ropes and literally was teeing off on him. Now I want to say for that referee, he should have stopped the fight as soon as Harrison turned his head away because anything can happen in boxing. And I felt like, he should have stopped the fight right there immediately. But I digress. Um, After Zoo landed that what was it, that right hand again, that right hook, it was pretty much a wrap. Tony Harrison's legs were rubbery, and I just felt like it was it because there was no way that Tony Harrison was going to continue to fight. If they would have let him continue, I promise you, he would have been more hurt than what he was. But Zoo did exactly what he was supposed to do, and he got the knockout victory, and now he's the WBO interim champion, which means he's once again the #1 contender for Mel Charlo's 154-pound undisputed championship. So we're gonna get the matchup that should have been a few months back before Mel injured his hand in training, and now you know Mel is healthy and 100%. We saw Zoo what he can do. That's going to be a very interesting fight to say the least. But I just think in the end, I think Tim Tszyu is going to get walloped by Jermell Charlo, because obviously Tony Harrison doesn't have that kind of power to really get Zoo's respect. With Mel, that's not going to be the case, and I promise you this: Mel is going to walk down through those punches and really put the whooping on Tim Tszyu. So it's going to be a very interesting fight, to say the least. It was very entertaining, but as I predicted, I said to myself even before the fight that if Harrison's stamina is not, there in the second half of the fight, it was going to be over. And just like clockwork, that's exactly what happened in the ninth round, when Harrison's gas tank completely run out and Tszyu went to work and got him out of there. So very good fight, very entertaining. And, congratulations to Tszyu. He's got a huge, victory against a former 154-pound champion. And now he's putting himself in the position now where he's going to get the opportunity to fight for the 154-pound undisputed title against Jermell Charlo, and it's going to be an interesting fight. So get ready for the predictions of what I have when the fight is announced. But congratulations to Tszyu. Big victory for him. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. And with that, I'm out. Peace.